Let's imagine you had some kind of anime power that will allow you to learn the secrets of anyone, plus it lets you conquer them. So what will you do with that power? Anyways, enter our beta boy named Jonghyun. He doesn't have a lot of friends, especially female ones, since he can't boost girls on Valorant as he's hard stuck bronze. Now the only thing going for him is he's a nerd that's always at the top of his class, but for the rest of the guys, someone else is always on top of them at night instead of grades. It's fine though, since our boy is too busy on his way to work at a convenience store, so there's no way he's even jealous that other dudes are getting ready to plant some banana seeds inside some fresh papayas right now. Regardless, upon arriving at work, Jonghyun gets greeted by his coworker who's a straight 10 out of 10. And let's just say her giant Pokeballs and peach mango pie is quite a sight to look at. It then turns out that at least our boy can talk to girls as he says hello, so it's not like he's some kind of mega sussy baka that freezes whenever the opposite gender appears. Unfortunately for him, shortly after, the girl named Naekyung instantly gets mad at him for being late, so she starts channeling her best Bella porch face, due to Jonghyun causing her to almost miss a festival. Nevertheless, as Naekyung leaves and waves goodbye, it's revealed that ever since she started working at the store, a bunch of beta orbiters have been showing up at the store. In turn, this leads to our boy having to continuously deal with a bunch of tier 3 subs of Pokimane and her Discord mods all by himself. But hold your horses, we finally get some action, as Naekyung randomly does an illegal U-turn right before the door and endearingly goes, "Are you going to be okay without me, pappy?" Now clearly our boy is dumb as bricks, as he can't even tell that Naekyung the bombshell is offering to ditch a festival just to be stuck with him. So he just gives her a thumbs up and orders her to go. This leads to Naekyung being absolutely shocked, but I don't blame her at all, as bro needs some kind of overpowered abilities even to him to realize what he's missing out on. And so Naekyung leaves absolutely disappointed while shaking some fresh peach mango pies in front of our boy, but then the Fire Nation invaded his flashbacks. We then learned that it was just a couple months ago that ignited his origin villain story as he was stuck sitting beside a blondie ready to fall asleep in class. Jonghyun was then obligated to team up with her in his first ever group project as she initiated a forbidden technique to catch him off guard. And what was the forbidden jutsu, you may ask, that captured our hero? Well, she straight up flash banged him in the middle of class, causing our boy's eyes to directly make contact with her pink papaya covers. It was at this very moment our boy knew he screwed up, but there was no turning back as he instantly accepted her proposition. And on that very same day our boy met his Counter-Strike 2 duo, he fell into a bigger trap as she started bombarding him with gifts like free drinks. But then we fast forward a few days and Jonghyun finally realizes his mistake as he's left to fend for himself during the group project as the blondie absolutely coasted and dusted him to do it all on his own. So guys, remember to never think with your banana tree plantation unless you are a mega chad ready to wield and vanquish your foes with your banana tree. Anyways, in the end, Mr. Top of the class ended up getting his first ever D, and let's just say he's currently wishing he gave her some nutritious vitamin D right now. And on that fateful day, he lost his scholarship, causing him to furiously call Blondie over and over, but then it turns out she straight up got a new number to avoid him. After finally coming to the realization he got duped harder than Megan Thee Stallion, he smashes the closest desk, barely missing his phone by some inches. But then, out of nowhere, as if it's destiny, he gets a random spam message weirdly congratulating him for winning the so-called ability to view confidential information if he scans a barcode. Unfortunately, this makes Jonghyun even more mad, thinking that even spam callers calling him a Nigerian prince has taken him to be like a total loser. Moments later, Miss Blondie appears out of nowhere looking like a wannabe short-haired Historia from Attack on Titan. And since she's lacking in the brain department, she decides to show off the only thing she has left going for her right in front of our boy, who starts seething even more. Eventually, she stops playing around and we learn that her name is Seon, but he begins to scold her for ditching school all the time. However, Seon claps back and channels her inner clapper, where she reveals that she's the reason why his scholarship got revoked as he tried his best to not put her name on the project. Now absolutely defeated and confused as to how and why Seon could do such a thing, he instinctively continues scanning her groceries as if he's some kind of robot. However, Jonghyun does a popping swing and quickly takes a peek at Seon's master balls, only to realize that a barcode has appeared under them with a game-like system telling him to scan the barcode if he wants to know her secrets. And without much thought, our boy decides to attack, since what could go wrong with sticking a scanner right in between the master balls hoping that some rare candy would pop out. As such, the mad lad actually successfully scans the barcode, but he keeps on pressing forward, as if he's a vacuum ready to dissect them to check if they are real or fake. In an instant, another game-like notification appears, claiming that the transaction has been complete. However, our boy gets a quick reality check within mere seconds, as Seon literally claps back while yelling at him, asking what the heck he's doing. As Jongjun is left thinking, what that hand do though? Seong storms out while furiously yelling that she's going to report him to Riot Games, so he better watch out since he's going to be perma-banned. Anyways, after Seong finally leaves the store, the game notification pops up again, but this time it tells him to get ready to learn Chinese buddy. Luckily for him though, it ends up being Google translated to English, where our boy finally stumbles upon an information screen alerting him of Seong's secrets, while asking him if he wants to command and conquer the blondie. After finding out that everything about his arch-nemesis is fabricated, including the fact that she's the daughter of the university's chairman, his attention quickly shifts to the conquer option. After fiddling with the PS5 controls more, a screen pops up notifying him that if he succeeds in conquering her, he will gain everything she has, so our boy starts having wild dreams. But like I said before, this is the origin villain story of Jongun, so clearly he decides to swiftly click on the conquer button as he's a supreme sussy baka. Unfortunately, just as he was about to seal the deal, Bro gets left hanging as he has to welcome customers from entering the store, so he gets blocked by Anthony Davis. Shortly after, Jongun gets swamped and ganked by a dozen more customers as they appear out of nowhere, just like my farts. Eventually, he finally is able to catch a quick break, as Bro scanned those groceries like his life depended on it. And then, just as we all expected, Naekyun ganks him from the jungle ready to rumble, eagerly ready to announce her presence in front of our boy. Now let's be real, if your coworker started bringing you breakfast while she doesn't even have work that day, there's no way you'd miss such a massive signal. Too bad though, since Jongyun is still utterly clueless, busy thinking that Naekyun is only here to ask for a favor, since that's how it works in all anime. Luckily for our boy though, Naekyun is a Mega Stacy, so she decides to raise the temperature of the room by renaming herself Bend Over after the legendary skill she learned on YouTube. Now with some fresh papayas literally in our boy's way, he gets stun-locked as he can't believe his good fortune. But then he notices a barcode right under her right sesame bun. Suddenly, another system notification pops up, asking our boy if he would like to change his target, and in doing so, the current target's attraction will decrease. After reading the notification, he realizes he's about to live his life to the fullest, as he thinks he's seen something like this on King anime recaps before. As such, he wields his mightiest weapon, codenamed the barcode scanner, and aims right at the sesame buns in front of him because you know, bro's a sussy baka. It then finally dawns on our boy that Naekyun likes him, as he needed a cheat code to tell him something obvious because he's a dummy. Now what's funny is that Jongyun is absolutely shell-shocked by the revelation, but then his mind quickly focuses on the fact that she apparently wants to show off her Starfield undies to him. With him still shocked, Jongyun realizes he's been repeating everything he's thinking out loud, causing Naekyun to turn around and call them out. However, the turntables turn, and instead of being forced to reincarnate with a single clap from Naekyun, she starts blushing and inquires how he knew. The spiciness levels then skyrocket past level 69 as Naekyun starts to look even more sussy than our boy, so we all know what's on the horizon. And to add to all the action, Jongyun gets notified that if he's able to say the words, "Show me your papaya covers," out loud, he will receive a reward. And so the rest was history, as Jongyun decides today will be the day he wants to evolve into a man. So he slams his fist down and says the magic words. So now with our boy finally being able to be super direct like a true Chad, he elicits a response he didn't expect, as he actually thought his magic powers were real. After a couple seconds of awkward silence, Naekyun pulls out a sussy K-pop dance move, leading to her revealing what's underneath the pink armor she's carrying. It was then, at this very moment, Jungbyun's banana tree plantation decided to mature real fast, as he can't believe what he's seeing, especially with a notification telling him that conquering has begun. Shortly after, it was as if the store took a long Twitch ad break, as the two decided to flip over the open sign signaling that the sussy has started. We then find out that the Sussy Nation has attacked, as the camera room is filled with leftovers of Naekyun's armor she brought to the store. Now at the sight before him unfolding slowly, our boy starts screaming in his head that he can't fathom how this is happening right now, but wishes his tinkle will get some dingle going. And much to our boy's surprise, he thought he was just going to watch a quick kick.com stream, but it turns out that he won the ability to play as well. Then in just a few seconds, his dreams come true, as his banana tree plantation finally receives its first ever visitor, but the visitor decided to swallow the entire tree. This causes the volcano to abruptly explode, as it is no longer a dormant one, but it wasn't enough for the two mountains colliding. Anyways, long story short, his science experiment exploded so many times that Naekyun lost count, and that was literally 3 episodes worth of rice cake smashing.